Hello and welcome back to today's episode of the What is K-Pop podcast, where in which I, your host, Sophie, talk all things K-pop groups, members, and other stuff. Yeah, I don't want to say my old intro anymore, but I also don't know what I should say now. So we are stopping ourselves whilst we're already ahead. So yeah, fun little, like my world. I don't actually remember when I recorded. What was the episode that came out on the 29th of May? You would think to yourself that I would remember what I recorded. No, genuinely not. And yeah, what did I actually record? Does it want to appear for me? It was. Oh, it was art. So when did I record that? Lord only knows. I don't know when I recorded that, but I went to an autism support group on Wednesday, and yesterday, so Saturday, I went to my town's Christmas tree festival thing that they put on every year at a church, and I went to it with my mum, my dad, and my sister. We got a lot of nice pictures. My favourite tree, I think, was probably a tree that just said bar hump, no other decoration, and a do-it-yourself. And they were like, oh yeah, like the Christmas tree could be changed, but like you can decorate it if you want to. So I popped a few little decorations on it. It was actually really, and it's been something that we've been going for donkey's years now, like literally pretty much every single year I've been alive, apart from like a couple of them. I don't think I went in 2019. Actually, I don't think I've gone since 2018 actually. So I haven't done 2019, 2020, I think maybe 2019. I don't know, I haven't been properly in a while. I've seen the pictures, but I've not actually properly been for a very long time. So yeah, no, it was nice to get out and stuff and do that, but now I'm a little bit burnt out, like autistically burnt out, so we're just taking a few days. I also submitted hopefully what will be my last correct for one of my college courses, dementia, and I'm gonna carry digital marketing through my college place, and obviously I'm doing beauty therapy in the new year. Like I'm probably starting level 2. Pretty that I'll do level 3. So I am booked up. So yeah. I also want to talk a little bit about the future of the podcast going forward into live, because I don't know, I feel like it's not really quite like how, like it's not really going how I want it to go, and I didn't really what I was doing when I first started doing it. And you know, obviously I've not done as many episodes as like, you know, I'm probably expected to do, and I took a long break in between doing stuff for kind of a while, and I kind of want to reassess like what it is that I actually do here. And there's this channel on YouTube called Ben Atmos. He does like idol deep dives, and he's a Luna stan, and obviously Artemis and Stam, and he does deep dives, and he's doing deep dives on all 4, and he's done ones on New Jeans, Lacera, and I kind of want to do something similar to that, of like more about the group, obviously telling you the basic information of groups, and then more in depth of what they are like actually, because to take Sungwa for example, in 80s he was the mother figure of the group until quite recently he's becoming of a standout figure on his own as like a visual instead of he's becoming more of an idol instead of a member that takes care of his members, and then kind of he's becoming a lot more secure in what he does, at least from what I see on his like Instagram and on like content that I've seen a little bit. And I was thinking that like in doing that, I obviously don't make as many episodes, and maybe only having one week, maybe twice. But I don't know. I don't obviously know how things are gonna go, because I don't know. I obviously don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this for. Like, I don't want to be doing it for years. This is genuinely just for fun. I do genuinely only do this for fun, and I don't even get paid to do this, and I'm completely fine with not being paid to do this, because I genuinely just like talk. I think that someone's listening and kind of, but yeah, so I do that, like, if changes are made, that like you'll stick around. And if you don't want of a lot better podcasts that actually get made, because I find it really hard to focus on like, things to do with like editing especially, and also it gives me a headache, so I'm just like, nah. It might change. Yeah, see, when it comes to a year of me doing the podcast, I will make a fun spin about, the year. Actually, I was actually gonna do it at the end of the year, but I might do it at the end of a year of this podcast. So like from March 2024 to March 2025, I might do a year in review of K-pop, because a lot of stuff happened, or maybe like the start of 2024 to when it's been out. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we are gonna be talking all like the fun bits of, and not getting too in depth with it, just having a little bit of fun. But yeah, what are we talking about today? We're talking about the AOA. I'm not even gonna touch the scandal that ruined AOA with a 10 poll, because I personally do not feel like first of all brave enough to even about it, or knowledge to be able to. All I know is that a lot of accusations are, not all of it was true, and a couple of people had some opinions that were misconstrued. But yeah, here we are. So Ace of Angels currently consists of only 3 members: Hyejong, Seohyun, and Chanmi. But they did how many members? You can tell how much I've not learned. How long have I been doing this? February? 8 months. You would really think that I would. No, not 8. Well, 8 members. And the group hasn't been active since 2019, which is fair enough. Fair. But they debuted on the 9th of August 2012 under FNC. And to run through all the members who have left, in October 2016, you left due to her contract expiring on the 22nd, and on the 22nd of July 2017, Choa left as well due to issues. On the 30th of May 2019, Mina left after her contract expired, and on the 4th of July 2020, Jimin left AOA and temporarily left the entertainment industry, but has come back as a soloist. I'll say this, her return to the industry, it was meant to be like this massive thing, and like I remember being like, oh my god, this is actually going to be so cool, like we're going to hear about it. There was nothing. And I'm like, fair enough though, like if it's been a very time. Jimin's under quite a small cost. It's like, whatever, yeah, back, okay. Unfortunately, it's just like a sort of thing. And on the 1st of January, Yuna also left AOA after not. I'm gonna have to read you this. It was announced that Yuna had left AOA after deciding to renew her contract. So I guess. But when am I the grammar, please? I just like to point grammar. But yeah. AOA's fandom name is this. Okay. Hyejong. Real name is I don't know what the angel name means. Well, obviously they're race of angels, so I guess it would. don't know. But her angel name is Hyejong Nas, and she is lead vocalist, lead dancer, visual and center, born on the 10th of August 1993. Yeah, and she was a part of AOA Cream and AOA White. I'll be real, I don't know what that means in terms. I do believe that they also had the band concept, where they're a group, like they perform stage, doing dances and then perform on stage as like a band. But and she was born in Seoul, is an only child, and apparently, according to the other members, she has the best body and is the sexiest. Next member we have Kim So Hyun, also known as Sol. She is a lead dancer, vocalist, center at the group. Born on the 3rd of January 1995, making her a Capricorn, and she is a part of AOA. And she was born in Bucheon, South Korea, and has an older sister. And she filmed more than 15 commercials in 2016, and was with Zico from Block B for some time. Interesting. Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought because then I read that she lives with her sister. So I was like, well, yeah, my sister always says to me that like in the future I can always have her. Babe, I lived with you until I was 18 and you left for university. And not to sound rude to you, but I don't want to live with you for any longer than like this next year that you're living with us. Then you're going back to uni and then potentially moving out forever. I did the whole living with my thing. Perfectly fine the first for the 19 years we did it. But like we need our own spaces. And like that's no hate to my sister, by the way, Bexy, if you are in fact listening to this is no hate to you. I'm sure you feel the same way. But I'm like, I want to be able to have my K-pop on. I want to be able to have my and I want to be able to not have like tolerant, safe food. And I also want to be able to do. But no, she does those things. She obviously wants to do her own laundry because she wants to learn, and the intolerance things are completely understandable and it's fine. My mum is also some restrictions on what we, but you know it's like a dynamic that's like really hard to like slot back into a something that you lived in for like 3 years. Obviously, goes to uni, so it was very difficult. Obviously, initially at the start when June. And now as the months have progressed on and in December, it feels a lot more comfortable having back, and it's quite nice to have my sister around. She understands me, I understand life kind of, and we have the same sort of childhood, so we both understand each different aspects. You know, when you've spent 18 years, you kind of do want that own space, and particularly obviously because we live with us too, it's a lot of different dynamics kind of go into. Even if and had the cats would be different because obviously we could have the heating on, you know, the cats would be okay, and you know we would keep them in a lot more of the time. But obviously living with our parents, we have to have the heating on a lot more. They're completely fine with like not having the cats in, and you know they want to live by different rules and we would kind of live by. But I mean, yeah, I guess in the future if I do end up not wanting to live alone, available like she did have an available room that I could live in, I would go. That would have to be a decision between both of us. We'd have change, like we would have to have quite a lot of compromises because she would live her life exactly how to live it, and bringing in the dynamic of her sister it would have to change. Like I can't live exactly like she lives, and she can't live exactly how I live because we are two completely different people despite growing up together. But yeah, all that being said, obviously living with your sister is it has the benefit. You know, you grew up together, so you understand very personal level. But then also that comes with the factor of that, like, you actually did grow up together. They know. Fudge. Moving on. Chanmi. Kim Chanmi, but she legally changed her name to Im Do-hwa. I've never understood the whole like change your name thing, especially like your name. But I mean, if that's what she wanted to do, then like, her original name is Chanmi Titi, and she is main dancer, lead rapper, vocalist, and maknae. I don't know whether or not that was on, but yeah, she was 14. No, wait, that's how maths. No, wait, I'm gonna have to start it. So not good enough. Take away 1986. Does anyone else do this? Yeah, she was. I always forget how old everyone's. She was born in Gumi, South Korea, but at the age of 6, her family moved to Daegu, South Korea. She has an older sister and a younger sister. Sometimes people can't have interest for you. And she had been scouted while she was dancing during a basketball game in the second year of. I don't know how old you are in middle school. And on to. Oh, wait, yeah, also Chanmi was in Cream and White. Former members now, we have Seo Yuna or Yunari, Aria, that's how words work, and she was a main vocalist and keyboardist, born on the 30th of December 1992, making her 32 this year. So very early birthday. Your birthday's in 30 days, but happy birthday anyway. Making her a Capricorn. And she was in AOA Cream and Black. She was born in Busan, South Korea. And her sister Yuri made her debut in 2014 with the girl group Very Good under the stage name. And she plays piano since she was 7 years old. Ashley also played piano for 2 years when I was between the ages of 9 and 11, and I hated. Well, actually 10. I hated every single day of it because it wasn't something that I could just be good at, or at least willing to that. Like I really wanted to learn how to play, but you know, you go from not knowing how to play piano to literally being able to play Christmas songs in like 3 months. So when I started, it was very, very difficult. And it took me like 1.5 years to go through like the piano book, and then I started to learn because you go from book and then one. I got halfway through that book and then obviously I left. My parents and I did have the initial debate of whether or not I would carry on having the lessons in secondary school. I got the information, and then you are not learning how to play piano going forward, which is because how they did it was that you pay the most amount of money if you have a lesson, and then obviously pay too, and even that my parents just didn't want to pay for that, which is fair enough. At the time we weren't as financially offered, but even so, I'd never choose to learn to play piano now. It's a very beautiful instrument to play. I do admire people who do learn how to play piano, but I am not people. It's very irritating very quickly, especially to constantly the same chords, but like the same piece of music, and it just gets ingrained in your head. And like I found myself in school playing those pieces just on the desk. I had to, otherwise my teacher annoyed. And a few of my classmates even was like, "Sophie, are you okay? You're like tapping on the desk," thinking I was like, "I'm playing piano." They'd be like, "Okay, she's weird." Next member we have Jimin Shin Minel. She was the leader, main rapper, vocalist, and lead guitarist, born on 8th of January 1991, making her a Capricorn. She was born in Seoul and has an older sister. And apparently she had been suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome and underwent surgery in the past for it, which is condition to have. I can't remember what carpal tunnel is, but I believe it's something to do with your bones or your muscles or something. So anyway, we're just gonna move on from the scatters. Like I said, I'm not touching that palm. Next one we have is Choa Park Cho-ah, or Choya. She is main vocalist and rhythm guitarist, born on the 6th of March. And she was in AOA Black. I assume AOA Black is like the band, and AOA Cream. And she was born in Incheon, South Korea, and has an older sister and a younger sister. So again, and she left AOA on the 22nd of June at 9, due to insomnia and honestly, I think it's actually pretty common, at least from what I've heard. Everyone knows it's different, but some people with autism actually do struggle with sleep because our brains never really shut off, or at least that's for me. And actually when I do sleep, I often talk in my sleep, but it won't be like full-on conversations like I'm speaking right now. It will be like the most incoherent mumbles, and apparently my dad just sits there and like lies there sometimes and will just legit and like if I scream out, he will be like listening in to hear if I'm like, Daddy. And I love that I'm a 21-year-old full-grown adult woman, but yeah, I still shout out in the middle of the night. And speaking of that, I got a Build-A-Bear advent calendar alongside a Christmas present for my sister, and I opened it this morning, and it was a little, I think it's 5 little teddy bears. Like it's a Build-A-Bear for her, and obviously in conjunction with getting the advent calendar, I also bought my sister. I mean my mum. My mum bought me a kookaburra, which is a capybara, which is an animal. Its fur is in the colour. Yeah, my sister is. But no, you can get cuddly toys still if you're. You, I'm the judge. No, my judge. Okay, so next one we have Mina, or Mina Ring. She is lead rapper, vocalist, and bass, born on the 21st of September 1993, making her go. And she was originally from Busan, but her family moved to Seoul sometime. She has an older sister, and she was a famous also, which basically means like pretty face and pretty. It's like these people open Instagrams, people, and they become basically famous because I'm currently like watching about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, which is like a TV show, and some of the contestants are there purely because they went on the TV show once and essentially become famous due to their personality and in some cases their looks, which I mean like but it has often been called into question whether or not this show actually knows what a celebrity is, but I'm not saying it. It's just a common thing in okay, so next are you the last member or with other ones? Just no, okay. And last but no means least, we have Yukyung Seo, in parentheses, half angel. She was a drummer, born on the 15th of March 1993, making herself a Pisces, and she was obviously in AO Black. And she has a younger sister for band, and she's been playing the drums since she was in the seed. But obviously she left in October 2016, which is unfortunate, but I mean, fair enough, you dodged. But yeah, thank you as always for listening, and I do hope you do continue to listen to the podcast moving forward into 20. I don't know to quickly look. So we're having an episode, obviously, 3rd Friday, the 6th, the 10th, and then the 13th, 17th, and then but then we do pause. I think we are going to have a pause a week, and then we'll be back on, well, don't know. Maybe on the 23rd, Monday 23rd, then we'll do one again on Friday, and then the 30th and 3rd, and then back to the normal scheduling 7th of January. Thank you as always for listening, as always, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon.